What's going on, guys and gals? This is Ravens Reviews, and today we are back putting a review out for Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So today we're going to swing in one of the most anticipated titles for the PlayStation 5. If you don't already know, it was developed by Insomniac Games, and it was a sequel to both Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. But with this game, it has been elevated with new web-slinging experiences, and the combat's been revamped and everything, and honestly, I've had so much fun with this game. But anyway, let's jump into it. So let's jump into the gameplay. So onto the gameplay, Insomniac Games, I would say, has nailed the web-slinging mechanics once again. It feels fluid, it's responsive, and it's just so satisfying to get around the city with the addition to the new traversal moves, such as your web wings, such as the wind tunnels, the ability to do the jump and dash, which is one of the skills you can unlock in the skill tree, even the ability to upgrade just your traversal mechanics, so your web swinging is faster through the city, just made it feel that much better. The combat also has evolved with improved animations and better finishes, or a wider range of finishes. But the DualSense controller also added to the immersion, providing tactile feedback, and the adaptive triggers really made it in this, especially at key scenes when you felt like you had to pull on a car or you had to rip down that wall. It really did add to the experience as the player while you was doing that. So moving over to the characters, so obviously we've got the same characters as we always have. We've had Peter Parker, Miles Morales, with some returning faces like Ganke, which is Miles' friend. You've got Mary Jane, who again has made a return, but even the villains made a return. We saw the likes of Lee, we saw the likes of the Prowler, and a couple other people as well, which I'm not going to mention, but if you guys have obviously seen the trailer and played the game, or maybe you haven't and that's why you're here with this review, you know that Craven is in here and he does stand out and make a difference. But there are some other people as well, but I'm not going to get onto that too much. Speaking of villains, one of the standout features of this was the gallery of the enemies. Like I just said, it introduced some of the most formidable villains yet that we've seen, such as Craven, such as Venom, Sandman, even running into people like Tombstone that were reformed villains. It was just nice to see them in the story, see what they're doing, and I really enjoyed that. So again, we spoke about the open world a little bit earlier, but so in this, the open world map has returned with New York City, but it's now expanded. So you now have the Bronx, you now have basically the map of Peter Parker in the first one, Spider-Man in the first one, and Miles in the second one. You have both of their maps basically combined in this. So you've got the Bronx, you've got Manhattan, you've got downtown New York. It's all there, and it's amazing. But the city's always filled with activities. It had an abundance of side quests, collectibles. You know me, you know that I'm a trophy hunter, you know I went around and I got all of those quests, all of those collectibles, and I have platinumed the game. I'm glad to announce that this game, upon reviewing, I have platted, and it didn't feel time consuming. It didn't feel like I was going out on my way for it, and it didn't feel boring. It didn't make me feel like, oh, I've completed the game, now I'm having to do these boring side quests. At no point did it feel like that. It felt good to go around and get the missing spider bots that you couldn't find before, or running into another Venom nest or something like that. It really didn't feel boring. It made me want to keep on playing. But especially with the environment and the new swinging system, it really didn't take long for me to go anywhere, especially with the fast travel in this game as well. The fast travel transitions in this are so bloody smooth. I love the process of the PS5 and it being able to do that seamless transitions. Now, we were promised that in Spider-Man 1 and in Miles Morales, but as we both know, there was a short loading screen majority of the time. But with this, they really promised. They really said, you want a seamless transition for a fast travel, here you go. And I haven't come across that problem once. I haven't been hit with a load screen, apart from loading into the game and exiting out of the game. But yeah, in conclusion, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 was an absolute amazing game. I'm sure that if anybody is a fan of the Spider-Man games previous, or the franchise, or maybe you've never played Spider-Man before, maybe you want to know if it's worth the money. But I'm telling you, with the stunning visuals, the refined gameplay, a new gripping story, and an impressive lineup of villains, it is set for a new standard of superhero games. It really is. It's definitely going to be up there when I do a comparison to Suicide Squad later on this year, as in next month, when I get that on my hands. But if you're a Spidey fan, or you just love action-packed immersive experiences, this is a must-play title for your PS5 library, and I highly suggest it. But that's it for our review of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. What are your thoughts on the game? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to swing down on that like button, hit subscribe on your way out, and tell me what you thought of this review and what you think of the game in the comments down below. If you guys have a game that you want to see me play, review, or maybe you just have some questions on, drop that down in the comments below. Like I've said before, guys, I am here for you and you guys only. I'm here to help service you, and I'll do my best to make sure that I can do that for you guys. So in the background here, you'll see an extra scene of all of the end scenes. It's all the end scenes from all of the side quests and all of the additional suits that you can get. If you guys want to stick around and have a look at those, feel free. If not, I totally understand. But like I said, guys, this game was amazing. If you guys want to watch the series, the playlist link will be in the description. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Swing by next time, and hopefully I'll see all of you and more in the next one. Goodbye, guys.
I knew you could do it, Pete. Now, you know those little bee drones we salvaged from the field studies? We just leveraged their relocation data sets to plant those seeds around the city.
You're some kind of genius, Harry Osborn. Let's get those bees working.
I know. It'll be years before we see the results. And who's to say where you and I will be a week from now, let alone years from now. Which is why I did this simulation to show you. So Emily and May will live on in the city, and, of course, in us. I love you, Pete. I really do. And I know the Foundation didn't end up going the way I'd hoped, but there's still no one I'd rather have tried it with. I bet by the time you get this, we'll have already started a new Foundation. Just me and you. From scratch. Go us.
Go us.
Oh, one last thing. I got a little something for you. Wear it in good health. Love you.
Genki? What's... Aw. They didn't have to do this. Yeah! It's perfect. Brooklyn Visions is the best. I'm gonna miss this place when I go to college.
Thanks, Spidey.
You got it. Find an indoor gym till it's safe out here. That's the last nest. Time for the city to start healing. Genki, you seeing this?
Bro, what the hell is happening?
Look at this, a spider hero. We're all saved.
Hi? Who are you?
Me? I'm just a bartender who does favors for people every now and then. And I've learned that rogue spider bots are dangerous and bad for business. Let me take those off your hands. Whoa! Thank you, Spider-Man. We can always count on you to do the right thing.
You're welcome.
And if Miguel comes looking for these, tell him finders keepers.
Wait, who's Miguel?
What the hell was that?
I wish I knew. Uncle Aaron? These pictures of Dad and Uncle Aaron when they were kids. Dad's record player is gone. Did he steal from us, too? That's one of Dad's records. Christmas Baby.
I really hit the jackpot here.
Uncle Aaron's still here? Can't let him take any more stuff.
Merry Christmas, baby. Judy treat me nice. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas.
I knew I couldn't trust you.
Miles?
Don't mouse me. What are you doing here without breaking parole? You said you were retiring the Prowler. You lied to me.
Whoa. Slow down there.
Mijo?
Mom?
We were going to surprise you, but
Okay, what's going on here?
when you started helping out your uncle, I was inspired. Despite all the things he did, you forgave him. So I decided to do the same and help him out by co-signing the lease on this apartment.
Thanks again, Rio.
It'll be nice to have family close by again.
Meant what I said. Prowler's in the rearview mirror. I want us to have a future together. Be a family. I also said I'd find a way to thank you, didn't I?
What is it?
Some tech I was prototyping before I got caught up with Roxxon. Could come in handy.
Guess I'm going.
Really? Last shot!
Guess you're gonna have to make up a new prophecy.
Before you and I met, one of my embers told me about his work at Oscorp and this treatment that they had discovered. Who cares, right? A fancy suit that can make you big and strong is just another case of the unworthy trying to cheat death and play God. That's what I thought too. But when devils attacked the city, like I prophesied, and Oscorp sent out some of this treatment for safekeeping. I knew it was meant for me.
That's what all this was for.
And when the Crimson Hour rolls over this earth, it shall bring truth, judgment, and carnage.
He's gone. He'll go underground just like last time, but I'll find him.
You could have killed him. But you saved me instead.
I told you. I'm trying to save the most lives. And you still do that pretty well. You gonna turn me in now? I'll let you know when I find him.
The Flame wanted that train derailed, so he could get a symbiote. At least we stopped him from taking innocent lives in the process. Hey, Yuri. Do you want... help tracking down the flame?
Thanks, but I need some time to myself. Besides, we've taken down a good chunk of his operation, so he'll be going back to the drawing board. I'll start checking his old aliases. Archie Abel, Walter Wackman, Cletus Cassidy. But this could take months, maybe even years.
I'll be ready when you've got something.